Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu took the witness stand for the first time on Tuesday in his ongoing corruption trial, claiming he is being targeted for his hardline security policies. Netanyahu, 75, is the first sitting Israeli leader to face criminal charges, testifying while managing a war in Gaza and rising regional tensions, including potential threats from Syria. Netanyahu's court appearances, mandated 3 times a week following a judicial ruling last week, require him to divide his time between the Tel Aviv courthouse and the war room in Israel's defense ministry.
I have been waiting for 8 years for this moment to tell the truth.
Netanyahu told the 3-judge court.
But I am also a prime minister. I am leading the country through a 7-front war, and I think the two can be done in parallel.
He testified for about 4 hours on Tuesday, with proceedings set to continue on Wednesday. During his testimony, he was twice interrupted by urgent military messages, underscoring the dual pressures of governance and legal defense. Addressing the court, Netanyahu criticized the Israeli media for allegedly pursuing a leftist agenda and suggested that his firm stance against a Palestinian state had made him a target.
Had I wanted good coverage, all I would have had to have done would be to signal toward a 2-state solution. Had I moved 2 steps to the left, I would have been hailed,
he said, defending his record as a steadfast protector of Israel's security. Netanyahu faces allegations of accepting gifts from wealthy supporters and seeking regulatory favors in exchange for positive media coverage. He has denied any wrongdoing and pleaded not guilty. His defense argued that the investigation targeted him personally rather than focusing on genuine criminal offenses. The trial, relocated from Jerusalem to a secure underground courtroom in Tel Aviv, saw Netanyahu standing confidently as he delivered his statements. His lawyer, Amit Haddad, argued that the investigation was biased, accusing prosecutors of pursuing a personal vendetta rather than uncovering crimes. Outside the courthouse, a small group of protesters demonstrated, with some backing Netanyahu and others urging him to prioritize negotiations for the release of hostages held by Hamas in Gaza. Netanyahu's legal challenges have been a source of division in Israel, contributing to political instability and 5 election cycles in recent years. His government's contentious attempts to curb judicial powers have further polarized the nation. The October 7th, 2023, Hamas attack and the ensuing Gaza conflict initially unified the Israeli public. But as the war has continued, political cohesion has eroded. Netanyahu's cabinet members have also publicly clashed with the judiciary, intensifying domestic tensions. Adding to his troubles, the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for Netanyahu and other officials last month, alleging war crimes during the Gaza conflict. Despite the mounting legal and political challenges, Netanyahu has been trying to maintain his stance as a defender of Israel's security and governance amidst the growing tensions.